God, yeah. Okay, that was the Mavens, crayon, painting. Oh, did I just say painting? Okay, all right, guys. Well, we already established the Mavens. Guys, this is where it all ends. The broken dreams, the failures, the mistakes, the what if or if onlys. Right here is where we all drop it. It ends here.
Yes, so there is too much to look forward to that you just cannot afford to dwell on the past. So today is the last day to say goodbye to what could have been and say hello to new opportunities, breaking new grounds and getting in clean slates.
All of you are just sounding like motivational speakers right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a motivational speaker. Welcome to the last day of 2019, guys. Your faves are here to usher you out of this year nicely. Expect nothing but fun all the way. It's Isplash Yo, and of course, you already know it's His Royal Highness and His Flyness. I go by the name King OJ. Well, you can call me OJ. That's what it is.
It is what it is. Okay.
This is my guy.
It's very, very cold in here in case you're there outside and then you're wondering, oh, it's so hot and why is it wearing? Well, it could be a fashion statement, but then again, it is very, very cold right here. All right, it's your home girl. It's a jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mostest. It's your girlfriend next door. My name is Honeypot.
It is your girl, Arike with the dimples. I know if we're expecting long stories. No, it's just Arike dimples. Okay, all right, let's get started. Now, what do you expect to see today? Of course, we have entertainment news coming up shortly, then a celebrity birthday shout out, and of course, the rewind where we'll travel back in time to this very day in entertainment history.
On Tweet View, Arika will bring us some social media laughs, and then we will be joined by a special Hollywood guest. Did you forget it's the last Tuesday of the year, guys? We had to go big.
Big.
Later on, we'll show some gratitude on the Chew It Up segment to wrap up the year. Then we'll bring you a news recap right after. You all know TVC has been giving away phones. Yes, one of the lucky winners is going to get a call from us today.
Okay, on Daily Top 5, we'll be joined by a guest to take a look at 5 of the most talked about controversial topics of 2019. Then you get to find out which films to look out for at the movies, and then it will be time to wrap it up with Where Are They Now? The fun begins now, and I know that you don't want to miss it. We're on TV. Your faves are right here.
Let's get started.
Ain't nobody better than. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back. Like what they do.
With the head warmer.
Yes, and plenty, it is what it is, that's what it is, this.
Even when there is no long sleeve shirt, right?
Exactly, see, pulling it in the spirit.
I
Hallelujah. All right, guys, welcome back. It is still Entertainment Splash, the last edition of the year. So you had better be in front of us right now.
Let them know.
All right, guys, it's time for entertainment news. First up, Burna Boy and Rema's songs make Obama's playlist of 2019. Nigerian artist Burna Boy and Rema's songs have made former U.S. President Barack Obama's playlist, his second of 2019. Now, the first list was Summer Playlist, which was released in August 2019, and it had Iron Man by Rema on it. Now, the former president has released a list of his 36 favorite songs of 2019, and 2 of those songs are Burna Boy's Anybody and Rema's Iron Man. Now, he shared the list on Twitter with the caption, and I quote, "From hip-hop to country to the boss, here are my songs of the year. If you're looking for something to keep you company on a long drive or help you turn up a workout, I hope there is a track or 2 in here that does the trick." Now, other artists who made the list include Beyonce, Alicia Keys, J. Cole, Migos, and others. Barack Obama and also released his favorite movies, TV shows, and books of 2019.
This is
this
crazy.
one, I remember someone tweeting to Rema saying, is that how you're supposed to be sounding? Like you sound like cockroach or something like that. And I was like, cockroach or not? Please, is Obama listening to your music? Do you have music to start with? You don't. So who are you talking to? And this is just really good for Burna Boy and Rema as well, because a lot of people feel like this guy is just money that is pushing him, but it's good to see that some people actually genuinely love his music and they listen to it. I mean, someone like Barack Obama, at least if he's watching like my own series now, I made it in life. Almost blown, in fact.
And talking about your series, a whole lot of people have been looking out for this list because people want to know what is on the former Poto's list, as in music, movies, books to even read. And it's good that all of these songs that he has put out, even the books he has put out, the series he put out, people will want to actually go and watch. If the former president can be watching this or listening to this, I should too. So let me follow in the steps.
Especially Rema's song, Iron Man, you know, people could not actually vibe. Some people cannot vibe to it because they don't understand. Because even the other time, Ariko was singing anybody, but when it goes to Iron Man, she just said Iron Man.
I don't know what he sings.
So, you know,
no lyrics.
So, I mean, if people are complaining like, oh, they can't actually end, well, a whole Barack Obama is listening to it and says that this is a part of my list. I mean, one of the songs that I listened to.
For the second time, matter of
fact.
For
the second time, because I didn't even see anybody there the first time for the summer, but now it's included. But now for the second time, I was actually looking out for that when I saw the list. Like, I hope Rema still made this. And I'm excited for him. Yeah. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff.
New kid on the block took over. Massive congratulations. Anyways, moving on to our next story. Omotola Jalade Ekende speaks on a rumored beef with Genevieve Enaji. Yes, Nollywood actress and businesswoman Omotola Jalade Ekende had an online interaction recently with some of her fans on Twitter where she was requested to ask and where she requested to be asked any question. A fan used the opportunity to talk about the rumored beef that has been lingering between Omotola and Genevieve Enaji. The fan, whose Twitter handle is @Urbanize, asked, and I quote, "At Real Omo Sexy, we wish to see hangout photos of you and at Genevieve Enaji 1. That would be so inspiring and darling after all these years of rumors that the two biggest female players in the industry are sworn enemies." Omotola, however, responded to that tweet by clearing the air about our relationship with Genevieve Enaji, writing, and I quote, "LOL, that's childish rumors now. Google, you will see us together. We're about making money now. #good vibes only." Just so you know, Omotola has been spotted on numerous occasions with Genevieve Enaji. One of those times was in Edo's private party where both women were present.
Exactly.
So people
I saw the pictures. And even when Genevieve turned 40, and I think that they celebrated her or something like that, and they were together, she was invited. So I wonder, so I think that so many times, most of these rumors actually start stemming from the fans. So they're always the ones putting people back to back, their backs against, you know, each other and all that. And yeah, it is not only Omotola and Genevieve. Look at Yemi Alade and Tiwa Savage. And look at Tiwa's...
Even Wizkid and
Davido. And see Tiwa's show. Yemi went all out. I mean, I loved it. I totally love it. So I love that, you know, they come out to clear the air and they let people know that, see, we are all for making money and we are peaceful.
Yes.
Yeah, and also...
still talking about the old so-called beef, Tiwa and Yemi Alade, to just digress. Somebody even put up a tweet. I never knew these people were beefing. It's just you people just trying to be fast on Twitter, putting them against each other. I never knew these people were beefing or whatever. But it's great to see Yemi Alade on a stage with Tiwa Savage, but nothing is really happening.
Also, I think that people need to understand that you don't have to be someone's best friend or you don't have to be friends. Because the fact that you're in the same industry doesn't mean that you guys have to be like tight, like 5 and 6 all the time. Especially when you have two people that you're like, oh, Genevieve is really successful. Omotola and Genevieve, they should be best friends. Why are they not best friends? Then they sit down and start analyzing
people just like to compare people. And people are different. You have your qualities, you have your weaknesses, you have your strengths. The other person has his weaknesses and strengths and all that. So just stop comparing. I think that's just about it.
It's 2020. You people should stop.
In 2020.
All right, now let's move on. Kanye West speaks on T.I. virgin testing his daughter. American rapper Kanye West has come out to defend fellow rapper T.I. after he publicly revealed in November that he frequently takes his 18-year-old daughter, DJ Harris, to gynecologists to check her hymen and to confirm if she is still a virgin. Kanye, who was speaking at the first anniversary of his Sunday services, explained how some things are approved by God and others are plotted by the devil. Let's take a look at this clip.
Telling nobody what to do, I'm expressing what I've been through. Because you know people love to take a sound bite and say, this was not exactly devil approved by the internet. You could be speaking on something that's God approved. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all kind of songs we be dancing to, twerking to, them artists try to play T.I. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all talking about. They try to play T.I., but he talking about something that's God approved. There's 30 states that still got the death penalty. Thou shalt not kill. But we be cool with that. And God will show you. We had no idea that we were going to be here on the 52nd week. But I promise.
Alrighty, now if you could recall T.I.'s comment angered many individuals online after he revealed that he regularly goes to gynecologist appointments with his 18-year-old daughter, but has no problem with his 15-year-old son who is sexually active. T.I., however, defended his controversial comments and apologized to his daughter during a previous interview on the Red Table. So guys, what do you have to say today, especially what Kanye West has said?
Your role model is speaking.
Kanye to the, somebody put up a tweet like, wow, Kanye, you're a yardstick now because you have gospel album, you have your Sunday service, so you're a yardstick about morality and everything. But I think it's just saying what is, he is coming from the point of view that, yes, you're supposed to keep yourself sane till you are married. That's how it is in the scriptures. His own scripture, it doesn't find anything wrong with what T.I. is trying to get at. What T.I. is trying to get at, that
not taking the gynecologist. I mean, not taking the daughter to the, but the daughter should just remain
a virgin till she gets married. So I think that's where Kanye was coming from. But
okay, so what I would actually say to this is that the Bible is there for everybody to read. I mean,
but some don't follow the Bible.
So after going to church, I mean, if you attend a service like this, because sometimes too, if you do not actually analyze things very well, some people even misunderstand what pastors say sometimes, and they just, you know,
selective listening.
Yeah. So the Bible is there, and it's not like this, like the holy books, like it's just straight. So I say that human beings, you can be very funny. Whatever holy book you're reading, and then you're trying to make it, you know,
suit you
or suit you. The truth is the truth, and somehow behind our mind, we just know what the truth is. Right. It's just that sometimes we just choose to do
and be woke.
What we want to do, and sometimes we just want to fit in. It's like some people say, "Oh, the Bible was written ages ago. Now, this if Jesus were to be alive this time,
we tell you
they would have to be this. You know, they would have." And I'm like, no, it is. That's what has been written there, and it says clearly that what I've said will remain forever. Nothing's going to change it. So, I mean, do what works for you. However, don't mislead people.
That part that you just said, and where is it in the Bible?
Don't let's go into it. We turn this into a church. No. We change it for every people. You know, but then the problem that I have with what T.I. is doing is you're saying it's cute for your 15-year-old to be sexually active, but then you're like really using all your energy on the girl. Nah, you should do it to both of them. And I don't support the whole taking the child to the gynecologist. I feel like have a conversation with the child, tell her how important her virginity is and, you know, sexual purity is and all of that stuff. But don't...
And it tried clearing all of this situation on the Red Table with Willow Smith and Jada Smith, anyway. Where he said it's not that he wasn't doing it in the presence, or they were in the presence of the girl's mother. And of course, it wasn't when she became 18. It's a tradition that they've been doing up to the time that she became older.
Why is it that guys are always very afraid, scared to have female children? Is it because of what they have done to other...
Bam!
On this note, ladies and gentlemen,
the table is broken.
We are done with the entertainment news. Yes, it's time for celebrity birthday shout-out.
Really? Really? Like, really?
Yeah, it's time for celebrity...
I should take off this head woman, honestly.
Yes, time for celebrity birthday shout-out. Nigerian filmmaker, film actor, politician, and trade lawyer is celebrating today. Yes, I'm talking about Femi Adebayo. And of course, he turns 41 today.
Popularly known as Jalili.
Jalili.
Happy birthday. And it's just funny how in the next thing we'll talk about it.
Wow.
And he's 41 years old. Let me just move on. Also celebrating today, yeah, I saw his birthday pictures. Like people went to take pictures. Okay. Also celebrating today is Nigerian actor, singer, filmmaker, and of course, meme king. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the meme king in Nigeria, Odunlade Adekola.
Turns 43.
Happy birthday. So this was all I was going to say.
His own birthday picture, safe. It's a meme.
It's a meme.
Oh my
It's a mood on its own.
Oh
You know, this was what I was going to say. Is I just like the fact that we have the two of them celebrating on the same day. You know, talking about the whole beef thing, people are trying to ignite that whole thing. Yeah, initially. Yeah, in the initial stage, when Odulade came, started comparing, Femi Adebayo, this way is funny.
No,
but then I love the fact that the two of them started to, you know, work together. And then they did a film together. People were like, okay, you know what? We don't have anything to say right here. So I'm glad that
Jalili, Odulade was
inside.
Yes. Happy birthday, Odulade Adekola. We
You
love
should
you.
not enter 2020 with this behavior. Anyways, wrapping up our birthday shout out, South Korean singer, rapper, record producer, and Gangnam Style crooner, Psy. Yes, he turns 42 today. Gangnam Style.
Yeah, so why is it that, you know, they're just following one another, 41, 42, 43? Interesting stuff, right?
Can anybody still do the Gangnam Style?
You should give it a shot.
Wow.
I don't think I can.
You, that any dance that you want to do is always just Zanku entering. What?
I can still remember. Sorry about that, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. We didn't mean to put you through that torture.
Happy birthday to these guys, and of course to everybody celebrating on this special day. We wish you all the best.
Okay, now let's go down memory lane and get a quick history lesson on what happened in the world of entertainment on this day.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1879, Gilbert and Sullivan's comic opera, Pirates of Penzance, premieres in New York City. And on this day in 1962, Match Game debuts on NBC with host Gina Rayborn.
10-0 in favor of Peter Lynn Hayes' team. And let me point out to one and all now.
Finally, still on this day in 1963, Jerry Garcia and Bob Ware play music together for the first time. And that's it on Rewind.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, it is time for Tweetville, where we bring you all the savagery, humor, and craziness that social media has to offer in 5 minutes or less, okay? You ready?
Let's
Are
do
you ready?
it.
Let's do this.
At Zilox, David Zilox says, please be mindful of what you eat before traveling. I'm reporting from a nearby bush.
Sorry, I don't understand. What does this mean?
Before me, this thing there. OJ,
I cannot relate.
Can you categorically say?
Am I flying and stopping by the bush? No, I can't relate.
Oh, wow. So I can relate.
Okay, great.
Even when I fly, like, it has happened to me like twice. Yes, thank you so much. You're looking at me. Is it that I look like somebody that does not visit the
loo?
Number 2? Okay, so the other time, I don't know.
Don't do this.
Okay, I'd gone to the...
Don't.
Wow. I'd actually visited like 10 times. I was so dehydrated. I was even afraid to take anything on the plane.
10 times?
But, you know, and you know how...
What did you eat?
I did not know, like a day before. So please, even a day before, like somebody whose body is very sensitive like me, please.
Zilox is reporting live from the bush. All right, guys, this is the news report we have for you. Over to you, Zilox.
Please,
be mindful of what you eat before you travel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so our second meme king in Nigeria, Osita Yeme, makes another appearance.
Okay.
And this time he's thinking, what's going on? Let's find out. He says, so, Bumbleclat, he says, so this year got so busy that I forgot to buy a car again.
That's a lie.
Well, that's the truth. I mean, from my end.
You
like,
ain't got
I was
no
just
money.
so busy. Honestly, you know how you just get busy and, you know, the car people, they're calling you like, I'm like, yo, just chill.
I was going
to send my PA there, but I was like, no, my PA too is busy. And my PA too is also busy. So I couldn't just get a new car this year. But don't worry, guys, 2020, I'll try to make like 2-3 minutes available for you guys.
To get the car.
I'll just get it.
Consolation statement.
See, that is what I'm going to say.
Wow.
It's a time, strategically thinking. This is the next. All right, guys, my drip is drippy. Okay, all right. Wow. It says, who is kissing on
New Year Eve? Hey.
New Year Eve. Okay, we'll go there later. I say, the floor as I lay prostrate at crossover service.
Honeypot, you've said this thing before that.
I said when you're married.
Honeypot.
I'm going to go with Kanye West that you should read the Bible and you should go away from fornication.
Honeypot.
And if you're married, please do away with adultery. Oh my God, like, no, you're not going to cast me here. Like, who are these people again?
Adultery,
Hello,
fornication,
in case you have forgotten where you are, this is Nigeria, in fact, in Africa. Here, we go to church. Once it's 8 o'clock on the 31st, it's church straight. So if you like, go to Bible.
So, you know, no, even people, all of the religions that we have, they actually find themselves somewhere.
Yeah, in a place of worship.
Mosque or church.
So I was telling you, you know that's our own church that will finish before 12.
Before everybody, we're ahead of everybody.
In our own mind, because Dubai is 3 hours ahead, we will be in Dubai in our mind.
You finish in your church before 12. Are you not supposed to be praying from 11:30 to 12:30?
That's
so
when you
that
spend it.
prayer to enter the
You
room.
have entered.
I cannot attend any pod church.
That's when you spend it with your family, and now you can be kissing.
Yes. Because in your mind, you have
Moving
entered.
on. I'm not going to respond to these people. Me, I'm going to church, yo. Please. All right, so Afro Budu TV says, where is the best place to propose to a girl? He said where they are selling the ring. If she says no, you just return it to the seller.
So
nobody died.
Somebody tagged me yesterday and said TVC Connect. I mean, like, you guys should talk about this. Like, this is very funny. And I find this particularly funny. And this person is so wise. So that if that person is going to disgrace you before, so that there will be no money going into it.
No. Don't take me to ring shop to propose to me. Even if I'm
That's
going to say no,
too now,
at least, what's romantic about it?
You can take anyone.
What's romantic about it? What if I pick the one that is like, the one that is not the money?
For me to even take you there. There's money. Pick one. If you say no, I'll drop it and move on.
Because you are who? Dangote's cousin. Even Dangote still they find money. All right, guys, moving on. Omotola says, Ositayeme again. This time he's thinking like a mugbe kind of thing. He says, when you are catching phone and suddenly realize the salary they paid you on the 20th of December needs to last you until the 91st of January. Nay, the day they pay... let me not talk.
Everybody.
I will finish the 2 days.
Everybody's on this.
Dirty December. Let me tell you guys the truth. The reason why most people feel like January is usually long is because you have spent your salary in December.
Are you sure?
And you are broke. So, you know, be like me. Don't spend it. Put it in colo.
Oh, so you have?
I've finished spending now.
But I thought you said you were preaching now like you're a motivational speaker. No,
I'm just saying from 2020, what we'll start doing December 2020. When they pay us, we'll keep the money.
But in the meantime,
what happened now is that I'll do like OJ style. Fine Barra. Launch on you!
I don't do that.
Launch on you!
I'm not going to start 2020 with that.
OJ, you look like a Brodian now. You have to represent.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to
launch on you.
I got you.
Thank you. Tomorrow too.
I got you.
Thank God.
Too much money.
By the time I eat lunch, I don't need to eat anything again. By the end of January, money went on. Okay, do we have one more? Oh, that's all we are on Trivia.
Thank you very much, Erika. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break now. I'll be back with a very special guest. Yes, is here all the way from Hollywood. You guys don't want to miss it, so stay here with us.
Thank you so much for staying here with us. Of course, we told you that the next time you see us, we'll be here with our guest. And so our guest is an American film, television, and theater actor, as well as filmmaker. Is best known for his role as Tariq in the drama series Empire. You might also know him for his works in other TV series like Chicago Fire, Prison Break, Homeland, NCIS, and 24, to name a few. Most recently, he starred in the 2019 film 21 Bridges. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with us Morocco Omari, all the way from Hollywood. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How does it feel to be in Nigeria?
Yo, Nigeria is busy.
Your first time in Nigeria?
My first time in Nigeria is busy, man. It's like, yo, the traffic, yo.
But traffic is everywhere in the world.
Nah, I know, but Nigeria is number one. How about that? From all the countries I've been to, Nigeria is number one.
Okay, talking about your first visit to Nigeria, have you tried our dishes out?
Oh, yeah. But see, I know Nigerians in America, so there's a lot in Chicago and New York and Atlanta, so I mean, I was familiar with it, like, you know, jollof rice and egusi and you know, fufu.
You've had egusi?
Oh, yeah, man. Suya. Yeah.
How did it go with your tummy? I mean, something that you've never
it's spicy.
Okay.
And you loved it?
It's good.
Were you going to? Were you
We won't talk about that.
So what places have you visited so far
yeah.
being in Nigeria?
The shrine. The shrine was incredible. Being at the shrine in New Africa Shrine in, Ikeja. So, and seeing Shun Kuti, you know, and it's just like the spirit of his father was in the building. But I mean, just being in VI and Okoye, I've been, you know, taken around to a few spots that I've been.
I mentioned only the two spots. VI and Okoye is like the island.
And Lekki. How about Lekki?
Lekki is on the island as well.
Ikeja, he has been to Ikeja.
Yeah.
And
The
this
African shrine.
right. How was it though? How was your experience there at the shrine?
It was great. It was great.
Okay, so
I mean, but coming out the shrine, you're just like, yo, it's a lot of people, a lot of young people, and I was like, wow, man.
What's happening?
I was like, okay.
Did you think of shooting something there, like a movie, like, oh, I just want to film this, I want to,
you know,
something hit you there?
Every country I come to, there's stories to be told, and you know, of course, Nigeria is rich in history and a lot of stories, you know, with the Benin Kingdom, and you know, I was introduced to we were talking about this boxer yesterday that I was like, that story needs to be told. You know, so there's so many stories. Every time I come to the continent, there's a new story, a new subject that I'm like, okay, let me do the research.
Kenya?
And
Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi,
so,
Tanzania.
Is there something in Africa that you know, that you want to peek out to do something? I mean, you clearly have interest in Africa.
Stories.
You know.
I come to Africa to experience humanity. Does that make sense? Because, you know, in my country, there's a lot of, we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot on a day-to-day basis. You know, we deal with a lot to just make a living, to provide for ourselves, and the racism of just walking down the street. You know, so you come here and you feel that humanity and that love of not having to, you know, dealing with racism. You know what I'm saying?
So now let's talk about you. Let's talk about your works. I know that you come from West Side in Chicago, Illinois. And, you know, I mean,
she did her homework.
And if I'm not going to be able to actually, you know, say the Bear team, your quotes, a particular quote that is credited to you. And that is, you know, you said that growing up and now looking back, that you just thought that you would be a storyteller, and that, you know, it was at that point when you were shot at that you started thinking, what should you do? Especially somebody who comes from the US Marine and all that, and then you started acting. I mean, you want to tell us about this?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was in the Marine Corps and I served in a war, and I didn't want to become a police officer. I didn't want to continue in the military, and I didn't want to work inside the prison system. So I kind of fell into doing theater, and I was like, oh, this is good. I can make a living, you know? And then I started doing TV and film. So, and now I'm able in a position where I can help younger filmmakers. I taught a workshop here in Nigeria, a 2-day acting workshop. So every country I go to, I try to put on an acting workshop to give back. Because when I was young, I didn't know any actors in my neighborhood. You know, it was a rough neighborhood. We didn't have actors. We had, you know, people who were, you know, they post office or drove a bus, or they were hustling, you know, selling drugs, or, you know, pimps. So, you know, you didn't know anybody that was an actor. So to be able to go back or experience young actors and train them or work with them and saying, yo, this is tangible if you dream and you work hard and you apply the craft, you know. Because if somebody would have did that when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, I could be an actor? Really? You know what I'm saying?
No.
It would have been a, you know, a different road. You know
Especially
what I mean?
being in Empire and, you know, taking up that role. I mean, how does it feel when you go out in like Chicago, when people see you, meet you, and then you've almost forgotten that, okay, so I acted in this movie.
Yeah. It's like, because I still do the normal things that I normally do. You know, people think, oh, all of a sudden you get a driver and security team. Nah, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't wake up and say, I'm gonna spend my money like this, you know? So, I mean, I catch the train. I live outside of New York City, so I go into New York, and, you know, you're sitting on the train and people are just looking at you.
Is it the one? No.
And I'm like, yo, what you looking at, son? What's up? Like, I was like, oh, yeah, you know, because you don't wake up thinking like I'm an actor. You just wake up as yourself, and then people remind you that, that you're on the show.
So you talked about, you know, going around every place you visit, you do like, you give back to the community by training actors. So are you going to do that here in Nigeria as well? You did already.
I did a 2-day acting workshop,
Oh, really?
She missed that.
Yeah. We had like over 200 students, about 400 people signed up.
How did that go though?
It was a lot. It was a lot of people. And you know what? Nigerians and the Congolese, we know when you guys are in the building. How about that?
Now talking about, I mean, taking a cue from that, you know, we have breakout actors, you know, like Lupita from Africa. We have Davido Ilo from Nigeria. We have Idris Elba. I mean, if he's still calling British or something.
John Boyega.
I mean, John Boyega and all of these people. So I would ask, you know that we don't have so many of them right there, and I think that is why they're so well known to us, like, oh, they are in Hollywood. So now, how easy is it to penetrate? I mean, is the market so saturated? How easy is it?
To get a job in Hollywood? Yeah, that's funny. It's not easy. It's really not easy. Especially being of the darker hue, you know what I'm saying? If, you know, it's a lot of roles. It's not a whole lot of roles offered to us, you know, and that's, so when you get in, you have to be damn good. Unless you're, you know, a rapper or singer that they're like, oh, well, you have 5 million followers, sure, here's a job, you know what I'm saying? So with Instagram and all that, you know, if you have followers, so you're losing out to celebrities a lot of times. You know, you have actors coming out of these great schools and they can't get a job. So it's a hustle. You know, does that make sense? It's a hustle. So, and that started, so me living in LA, I had to create my own thing. I started writing, I started producing, I started directing, because you can't just be an actor. You can't afford to just be an actor and wait for someone to give you a job. You know what I'm saying? No one has to give you a job. You have to create your own job, you know? For a painter, he buys a canvas, he gets paintbrushes, he buys a paint, and he paints. He doesn't wait for someone to say, hey, paint this. You know what I mean? You have to create your own stuff. And when they get it, they get it. When it's your time to shine, you get in there and you work, you know? So,
Talking about being an actor, well, we're going to check out some amazing works that you've done.
Oh, boy.
Do you cringe when you watch yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about to make you cringe right now. All right, guys, let's take a look at his job. I mean, amazing actor.
Adika, it's time for you to start talking to me.
You know what, Tariq? If that were possible, it would have happened a long time ago. What do you want?
True. Can't get you to confess against Lucius, but you're not married to Cookie, as far as I know. I didn't want to...
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Morocco Omari acting as Tariq in Empire. So that's Empire right there. So let's talk about what is trending right now, 21 Bridges.
Yeah.
Tell us about that movie.
Oh, man. Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, is the lead. He plays the son of a slain cop. His father was a cop. He's a cop. And he has a trigger finger. He shot a few people, which was like, okay, you know, he's always in internal affairs being investigated by the police. So in this film, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No spoilers.
It's like,
just tell us what
two
to expect.
guys. Oh, well, it's an action film.
Okay.
So two guys, they show up at a place and they do a heist. And they thought it was supposed to be 30 kilos of cocaine. Ends up being like 300 kilos. Wow. So they take 50 kilos and, you know, and these cops show up. They get shot. We arrive on the scene, and it's in Manhattan is like an island. It's like, say, Lagos Island, you know, and they have to get out of there, or they have to, you know, offload this cocaine so they can get out of the country. You know, so that's what happens.
So most of the roles, I mean, all of the roles that I've seen you play, they are very, very serious roles, like and all that.
Which is crazy because I can do comedy. You know what I mean? I'm a comedian.
Oh wow!
I'm very funny.
That is Morocco Omari, not
that's just me taking on the roles. I don't know why they keep, you know, with those characters.
Time flies when you're having fun. But then, is there any Nigerian song you're feeling that you'd like us to play for you?
Oh man. I mean, I could say Burna Boy because Burna Boy's killing.
Okay.
But there's this song called Cash. What is her name? Lady
Donley.
Oh wow!
Or Fireboy.
Fireboy. What happened to Fireboy?
Jealous.
Jealous from far?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Your voice is so warm. Let me try this.
It's the voice of artist too. I didn't add that to it.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell from the voice alone. Thank you so much. It's such an amazing time having you here.
Me.
All right, guys. It's a wrap on the first half of the show. Still to come, we have entertainment news recap, daily top 5, movies at the movies, and where are they now? So see you at the other side.
I promise to have a good time.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for staying here with us. I mean, we just had our guest, and I do hope that you enjoyed that session. Now, so far, we've brought you entertainment news, tweet view, and our guest, as we said earlier. Now, it's time to chew it off in a minute or less. So one of us will share with the house what he or she is grateful for. It's the last day of the year. How dare we not be grateful, guys? So, who is grateful today?
OJ!
Yeah.
No ranting today.
So, yes, on behalf of OJ, yours sincerely, and of course, everybody right here on this team, we want to appreciate everybody that watched this show from the beginning of the year up to this time. Oh. Yes, because of you guys, that's why we come here to sit every day to entertain you guys. Yeah, that's why we even eat, get money. So thank you very much to everybody that watched the show from January, whatever time you got in watching the show. Thank you very much. We really appreciate all of you.
OJ,
yes, thank you. Appreciation.
Helping you with being polite. You've been so emotional and romantic.
I got people.
I can deal. I mean, I can't.
Thank you, guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, it is time for a quick recap of all the entertainment news. Now, first off, Burna Boy and Rema songs make Obama's playlist of 2019.
And of course, we talked about this one. Omotola Jalade Kennedy speaks on a rumored beef with Genevieve and Naji.
And we also told you that Kanye West speaks on T.I. virgin testing his daughter.
All right, guys, when we come back from this break, we'll be calling one of the lucky winners of the phone giveaway TVC has been doing. Now, let's hope she picks up, because if she doesn't, we have to give it to the runner-up. So let's pray she picks up. Pick up the color, okay? All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Is that you have to be watching the live show. Yes, we have a list of possible winners, and we really hope the first person picks up, because if she doesn't, we will have to call the next winner. The first person on our list, her name is Nwaigbo Oluchi Praise. So we're calling Praise right about now.
Please pick up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Praise.
Hello.
Hi, Praise.
Huh?
Am I speaking with Praise?
Yes, you are.
Yes, my name is... I wanted to say who was familiar. My name is OJ from TVC Entertainment Splash.
Okay.
Okay, so we have been giving out phones this season, and right now, you just won yourself a cell phone.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh God, Praise, you don't know how to be excited in this life.
Look, I think that she's not sure. She's trying to
think that you're... No, we're not scammers.
Thank you so much.
This is not a prank call, though, Praise.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
No, some people are like that. Like,
so you just won yourself a cell phone. So if you could come through to come get your phone.
Before New Year.
Before New Year. Like, it's just crazy. You just wrapping up the year with a new phone.
New phone.
So congratulations to Oluchi Praise.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you for being part of the family. And of course, we love you.
I'm so glad.
She's still a boot. You know, Kiss Daniel called Amanda, and Amanda was like,
am I the one?
Yes.
No, I think that some people just don't know how to be excited like
that.
Like,
and
they are excited, but they don't know how to.
She doesn't want to disgrace herself.
Yeah, she's trying to keep it.
But nobody is seeing you now. Like, it's in your house. Maybe
do you know if she's sitting up in the office and her colleagues are there, like, why are you screaming?
Or maybe she's with her boyfriend.
Or maybe she's with her boyfriend.
Anyways, for you to even scream and shout.
So
no,
your boyfriend will not say, oh, somebody is calling you and giving you food. Let me hear his voice. And it's my voice. See. Massive congratulations to you, Oluchi. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break now, guys. And of course, we'll be back with Daily Top 5. So stay here with us.
All right, right, guys, welcome back to the show. You already know what time it is. It is time for Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey. All right, guys, it was quite a dramatic year in the entertainment and social media space. Now, not only was there drama, the numerous bouts of drama gave birth to terms like, am I a Yahoo boy? Audio, money, 40 seconds, and the likes. Please don't laugh, I beg. I'm begging you. So today, we're going to be digging into 5 controversial topics this year. I mean, let's say the top 5. The ones that lasted for like forever. Number 1 on the list is Vector versus MI.
The rat and the snake controversy. And it came up again today because MI put up, there was a tweet, there was a picture of Akon taking a picture with Wizkid, and he puts my younger bro. Then MI now commented on that, hey, Akon, you're an OG, stop calling Wizkid your younger bro. So he now brought out on that conversation. People were now saying, why are you telling Akon not to call Wizkid his younger bro? It's his younger bro. This is what Vector was saying. You're a snake. No, you're a rat. You're a rat. Well, maybe Akon, you wanted to collaborate with Akon, not allow you. But the beef between Vector and MI, I think it was great, and it was great for hip-hop for 2019 because it made people, like some people that I didn't know that would listen to rap song, decided to listen to MI's this song, and of course listen to Vector's this song. And they were now comparing, no, Vector kill MI kill Vector. So I loved what's happened as regards rap in Nigeria.
I like the fact that we've been hearing about it. It's just been rumored the whole time, like, we think, you know, it was low-key. But this year, they brought it out and they were like, you know what, let's scatter it like what J's Dogs did.
So, as you said earlier, OJ, this is actually very necessary, if I must say, or important to, what's it called, to hip-hop. I mean, this is one of the things that actually make it very interesting. And I love the fact that here in Nigeria, it does not go as far as people killing themselves.
Yeah, and all drawing guns.
It's just like, okay, you just come out and tell us what's on your mind and all of that. It made it very interesting. And I think that it makes people go back. I mean, the people involved go back to do their homework too very well at the end of the day because, you know, I mean, when people say all of this stuff, there is no how. Even if you say that you are too strong, some things get to you and you get to rethink, and then maybe you put in some more.
So 2019, the beef came this way. Who won this? Because for every rap diss,
no. So the thing is, so I think that people just have the person they like, the person that they know that they really vibe to. So it's not about who won because I have my own person.
Okay, so
no, you're not going to put me in that spot. You're not actually going to put me in that spot. So the thing is, I like both of them, but there is a particular person I really, really love his crafts.
Okay, I'm still going to go back to that question. When you listen to all the songs that were released onto this old beef, who do you think did justice as regards rap beef and rap diss?
So you went back, twisted the question.
Because you cannot avoid my question. You need to be
able
to.
So, well, that's what we have to say about MI and Vector.
You said I didn't bother asking you because I know your choice. Because I know your choice. I know your choice already.
Ask your people on Twitter. I don't have a choice. I like the two of them. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, right.
All right, guys. First drama, first controversy. I say controversy.
You're not valid now. Sure, you know.
Controversy. All right, number 2. Simi versus Naira Marley / Naira Marley versus Rugged Man.
/
So this one.
Rugged Man versus everybody.
Do I want to go in? I'm going in. Okay, so I remember that Simi was talking about, she was addressing an issue that had to do with people being treated in a funny way or being treated like criminals out of Nigeria. Even as local as Ghana is in Africa, people still treat you like, oh, you're a criminal because you're Nigerian. So she addressed that and said, look, if these Yahoo people are not going to stop doing what they're doing, you know, I feel like she just spoke up about that issue. And we saw videos of Yahoo boys breaking her CDs, saying all sorts of things about her. And then the next thing, Naira Marley spoke up and said something about, he was standing with the Yahoo guys, the fraudsters and stuff. And then Rugged Man, as the elderly person, the Agbalagba, the OG, is like, look, what this girl has said is right. Like, she's addressing something that affects all of us as a country. And you don't shut her up like that. And it became a thing where Naira Marley and Rugged Man, even Rugged Man got attacked, you know, in the UK. Rugged Man was disrespected by Naira Marley. And what I'm going to say about this issue is, you know, now everybody's a Malian, everybody's a Malian. I am going to categorically say something. Before this whole Malian drama started, I've always liked Naira Marley's songs. Like, I liked Isago, I liked Japa, I liked his music. But, I used to say then that, why is this guy not, like, up there? Because I used to say that I liked his vibe and everything. But in all honesty, after this thing happened, I kind of pulled back because I like your music, but I don't like what you stand for.
True that.
So I don't think that the fact that everybody's going, oh, I'm Malian, we've all forgotten what this Malian thing started from. And it's heartbreaking because these are the issues. You're saying you want change, you're looking for change, but the change that you're looking for begins with you. How do you stand with someone who says that being an internet fraudster is the right thing to do? I don't stand for that. Okay. And as such, I'm just, this thing actually hurts me a lot. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's just heartbreaking. This generation, I'm sad for.
Oh, wow.
Honestly.
Okay. I was going to say, it's your generation.
I'm sad for this, our generation, I swear. Because you will see the number of people that be like, shut up, Joy, you're Malian. They've attacked me so many times in my DMs. They've attacked me in my comment section. It's fine.
So, you know, this thing that you're saying, like, a lot of people would say that they're Malians these days. In fact, RMD put up a picture yesterday
which I lost
saying
respect
that,
for him, though.
That, wow.
I totally lost respect for him yesterday.
Wow. Talking about his wife being on the same flight with Naira Marley, and then he was saying that, in fact, there was a brief comparison there that he was asking his daughter, what happened to Davido now?
Yeah.
And that's everybody around him now saying that they are Malians, which I feel, you know, and all that. So I totally understand where Arike is coming from. And, you know, if I say this again, like, it will be the often time that I will be complaining about what this era has turned into. Like, we just slept, woke up, and we found ourselves here. And this is, I mean, I don't know how we're going to get ourselves away from here, because I don't even know how we arrived here at the first, you know. So the thing is, I don't know, like, even the corporate organizations, they are inviting this person for it, and he's always like the last person they call, and when it comes out, like, the whole place scatters. If you don't have him around right now, like, nobody is singing and all that. I mean, that is where we have found ourselves. Thank you.
It's just crazy. Looking at a whole lot of people have forgotten. They've
forgotten where it started
from. A lot of people have forgotten about how all of this thing started. And shout out to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, who blew this out of proportion by locking up Naira Marley. Naira Marley is free. Naira Marley dropped songs when he was locked up, and now that publicity alone now give birth to what we have right now as Malians.
Okay, so now let's move on, because I'm wondering if they don't say it, how else do they say it, not knowing that they are giving him publicity as such? All right, now, so there was the audio blessing, audio, whatever. What's that thing? Audio money. Now, yeah, blessing on it, because people say that God has done it for me. Oh, you don't know how taking pictures in front of people's cars, if I took a picture in front of one Lexus, so that's how somebody was now asking me, is that all right? Now let's talk about Blessing Okoro. What was that rude boy song now?
Audio money.
Let me put that soundtrack. This drama. I mean, what's his name again? Onyeze. And Blessing Okoro now. This one went on and on and on. And this Blessing Okoro, to think that she was very, very popular on Twitter, on Instagram, before she even went
I didn't know her before.
She had
a blog. Don't mention.
Yes, now she had a blog, and she was. So I was wondering what she was looking for again. I mean, what clout she was looking for, a relationship, and then she wanted to show people that, see, this thing is really bringing in money. When they say you people should not copy people, you people should be satisfied and be content with whatever thing you have. You will not listen. Then okay, I'm sorry for ranting like that. Okay, but
she was trying to pass the whole message of what every single female is doing these days. Like, I can walk on my own and get most single females are doing right now, that I can be on my own and make king on my own. Wow, what happened to Queen?
You know, she talked about how her ex-husband threw stones at her. She carried all the stone from the house to build the mansion.
Whereas that house
is another person's house. So now, how do you think the ex-husband that she was trying to, like, shame on you, how do you think that ex-husband will feel right now?
She like, what?
You know, some people even said something about how, I mean, you don't have to come out to say whether the man was evil or,
don't evolve.
You know, this already shows why the man left you in the first place. That's what someone said, and I was like, wow, okay. And then I think that was what birthed
the audio money song.
Rude Boys, because there was a part of the video that had this whole Onyeze drama thing.
The long and short of it is that don't try to revenge, like just focus on yourself.
Your thing,
build yourself.
Yeah,
and of course, this was a lesson to like virtually a whole lot of people who go on social media to post what they don't have.
Yeah.
Somebody might be there. It was from social media, and I said, this is Onyeze in China. This is his house. Hey, come and see.
You're already wearing
they don't collect your house. Okay, let's move on from that conversation. Talking about people not living their marriages in peace. Yes, number 4 on our list, Tonto DK and a 40 seconds drama with Churchill Olakunle.
See, if I talk, people will say that, hey, you're supporting Tonto. It's not about supporting her. Yeah. The fact that that video, me, I watched it part 1, part 2, part 3. I sat down and watched it like cinema film. And she had facts to back. I'm not saying the 40 seconds part, though. I'm just saying, like, most of the things that she already spoke about, like, the domestic violence. She had receipts about being the one paying for the wedding and all of those things. And in all honesty, I feel like people heal and hurt differently. The way that you hurt and want to let go of that pain is different from the way that you would hurt and let go of your pain. If her coming out to speak her truth is her way of healing, let her.
Okay, she kept
because after that video,
she did more.
She did.
At every point you put up a post, you try and call out Churchill Olakunle.
So
is that the process?
I am not even saying that people should not come out to say their truth, but there is always something to be said for social graces and etiquette. I mean, there are
father of your child.
Even when, especially when something as big as that, you know, is involved. I think that, yes, you can always express yourself, but there are ways to go about expressing yourself, especially when you now begin to bring the person down. You now say that it's 40 seconds and all that. Like, that one even killed. You know how
2 seconds, everything done bust.
So she's definitely going to watch this and learn from it and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. We learn every day. We grow every day. However, if something will make you feel good in that moment, if it doesn't have to do with like violence and all that stuff, speak your truth. Do what you have to do to heal.
And if that thing would affect your son in the long run, because you know that there is no how internet will bring some things down.
However, because internet will never forget, I feel like she could address it again later on. But that's her way of wanting. That's at the end of the day, everybody will be all right. I'm not the one. Last.
So that was a massive controversy.
On the list is Ladies and Gentlemen versus Tony Abraham. This fight, I don't know how it started. I don't know how it even ended. It just came and went.
Yeah, I shall like the fact that somebody made money out of it. The person could do go something and say, I am selling, no. And people rush. And now they have kept quiet on that one because the thing sold out. Thank you so much.
So are you trying to say they acted it?
So what
happened? They acted it?
No, I won't say
that they acted it. But somebody took advantage and used that thing to make money. I mean, one of the parties.
That's what PR was doing. So what happened was that Lisa and Jerry. So someone did a video or something. Or did a post on how she was stopped at the NDLA office or something. She was searched at the airport, you know, for drugs and stuff. I mean, I didn't think anything of that because most of the time they search everybody. So I didn't think much of that until she came out and, you know, people were questioning her in the comment section like, maybe she did do you know, Nigerians. And then the next thing she's like, Tony Abraham sends the stuff to the blogger, or rather, Tony Abraham actually owns the blog and started going in on her, talking about how she gave birth, dragging her. Like, this dragging was bad because as I used to watch video, I watched all the video, and I was like, where is the aid of this thing and where is the tape? Because the thing not just condone, do get, but there was a lot of dragging. I like the way that Tony Abraham handled this particular one. In all honesty, she gave no response. She didn't say anything. She did no video. She just went to her management and her lawyer, and they did whatever it is. But then, what's not happened after that?
Because there was several pages, social media pages that were attacking Liz Anjorin.
But there was a particular lady that came out.
Tony Abraham's fans too.
And then she did a video addressing her fans. Did you see that? Where she said, please spread love. and whatever it is. And then there was this lady.
Spread love.
But
Loki.
See, hello, me, I'm not talking from Loki. Me, I'm talking from all of us eye. Okay. What me I see.
It's your eye, oh. It's your, speak for yourself. You're not talking from my eye.
Like what happened on the surface. That's what I know. So at the end of the day, they both put out, because when she put out her post about suing her, Liz and Genevieve is like, look, you think you're the only one that can sue somebody?
I will sue you too.
The two papers are there. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. So maybe there's continuation.
This matter, you see, we can go on and on and on, but you see, we have to draw the curtains on the little fly for this year.
Wait, can you beg them not to take all of this drama into 2020?
Please, I beg you. In the name of the Almighty.
Let's be happy.
Please. 2020. Let it be. So, okay. So now.
Don't go sweet. We need drama.
So now we go on a break now. When we come back, Oji and Arika will bring you the movies and the movie segment. Stick around. Oh my God, these people, I can't.
All right, guys, it is time for OG and I to let you know which films to look out for at the cinema this season. Now in Hollywood.
Yes, the first one on our list is Spies in Disguise. Yes, when the world's best spy is turned into a pigeon, he must rely on his nerdy tech officer to save the world. Actors in this film include Ben Mendelsohn, Karen Gillan, and of course, Will Smith.
Weird. Boom. Big boss, tailor-made garments. The only thing I needed was reason to be cautious. If I call it like I see it, then I would say I'm starting to become a decent human being. That's hot. I started at the beginning. How that matters is the common ground that we live in and getting this bread like the pop pigeon. How far to go, I never paid attention.
Well, this is one that I would love to watch. Tom Holland was in this one too. That's the guy that acted Spider-Man. And Internet Movie Database is rating this 6.5 over 10. And I love spy movies like this. And this is an animation. It's something I would definitely love to watch. And of course, Will Smith is there too.
Okay. People that love animation, go and watch. Me, I like man being inside film. Okay.
Wow, nice.
All right. Next up is Star Wars. Now, this is episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, the surviving resistance faces the First Order once more in the final chapter of the Skywalker saga. Actors include Adam Driver, Billy Lord, and Daisy Ridley.
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi.
Okay, so I've watched this one.
Wow, you sly.
No, it's not even a matter of sly. You know, the holiday now, you know, people are watching movies. So I went to watch this, and you really need to love Star Wars to watch this and enjoy it. You really need to be into it like you're a crazy fan, because I didn't enjoy it, in all honesty. I actually, even for the very first time in my entire life, I slept off at the cinema. It was that deep there. Somebody farted.
Internet Movie Database is rating this particular one 7.5 over 10. So you people that love Star Wars, 1, 2, 3, this is 9. Trust me, don't listen to Arike. So you will like it. On the pot.
Well,
I
think I should.
I'm not joking.
So, wow. You know how it is different strokes for different films.
Yeah.
But I think what even spoiled it the more for Arika was that the person gave a very hot fat. I mean,
that's the problem.
The way Arika described the fat, I'm like,
but it was the fat that woke me up from the sleep.
Oh, wow!
Okay.
Thank you, Arika. Now, time to find out which Nigerian actor from way back we are talking about today on Where Are They Now? Stay here with us.
Where Are They Now? Saint Obi. This Nollywood's first choice actor in the early 90s made waves in movies like The Final Battle and Sakobi. This Nollywood's James Bond was also popular for his action thriller roles. He had the physical qualities and don't mess with me facial expressions to complement all those roles. Some of Saint Obi's movies were Take Me to Mama, Festival of Fire, Just a Mission, State of Emergency, Final Whistle, and so many others.
All of them! I want all of you. I don't think so, Charles. Your history.
But with the increase in the size of the industry, his influence dwindled. Saint Obi is no longer into acting, as he's now a social media influencer and consultant. He tried starting his record label and delving into politics, but that didn't quite work out.
Ooh, our Nollywood bad boy, Saint Obi, he and Jamaica then, and there was this late one, JT somewhere. The three of them were, and Anxanoko is it?
Yes.
What you talking about?
And funny enough, you know, I've been checking my phone, like when we go on break and all that. So a lot of people have been sending messages to us that they are watching the show, that today's show is like the bomb and all that. I mean,
up in grand style.
Yeah, we have to give a shout out to everybody who has stayed with us from January to December.
Yeah, as OJ said earlier on, you guys are the real MVP, like staying through like 1st of January, we're always live and you guys are here with us till the end of the year. We love you so much. There is no show without you. Thank you for being a part of our 2019. From Oni Potts, your girlfriend next door, to OJ, your Royal NSTEMI, your flyness.
To Amanda, Queen
to Amanda, to Foladele, to Ibuku on the street.
Oh God, can we start dancing already?
To the floor managers, the camera guys, the guys in the master control room, all of you.
Thank you so much for an amazing 2019. We'll see you tomorrow in 2020, guys.
I am going to sweat!
Sweat. Oh, yeah, sweat.